I've decided we're moving toward bold, forward-thinking concepts from here on out.
Then why don't we go independent? Wait, where's Keiichi? Oh, he's actually,
About the Don Don Corporation's large-scale project. What do you think of an approach like this? My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in sales at Waku Waku, a company that plans travel experiences and tour programs. I recently pitched this proposal to our newly appointed CEO, Shunsuke Araki. We'd launch tour programs all across the country and spotlight the history of each location, bringing it to life for travelers. This isn't gonna work. Since I've stepped in as CEO, I've decided we're moving toward bold, forward-thinking concepts from here on out. The company's not backing this. But if you want to run with it solo, that's on you. Okay.
Keiichi, how did it go?
She's Nagisa Satsuki from the planning department. We're in different divisions, but she's a junior I've always been close with. It didn't work out. He said it doesn't align with the company's direction. He told me if I want to do it, I'm free to handle every part of it myself.
Then why don't we go independent?
A few days later. You're quitting to start your own company? There you go again, jumping to something extreme.
I just can't get behind your direction anymore.
Supervisors were evaluating employees based on preference and personal circumstances. I formalized the criteria and corrected that. That's exactly why I was promoted to CEO.
But now everything runs on your word like it's absolute.
You can't expect everyone to think like you, and then judge them when they don't. You prioritize cutting-edge, modern viewpoints above all else. For employees like me and Nagisa, who value nature and history, it's been difficult to work freely. If your values do not align, then there's nothing we can do. Going independent sounds good to me. I wish you the best. But I'm kind of worried about you, though.
You don't have to worry about us.
We'll make this work. And so, we left to build our own company, Tokimeki. A few weeks later at Waku Waku. Lately, our meetings feel kind of flat. It's just one cookie-cutter report after another.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the energy's gone.
I expect professionalism and energy when we're in front of clients. Speaking of clients, this one hasn't shown up in a while.
Apparently they've been working with Tokimeki lately.
Tokimeki?
It's the company Keiichi and the others started after going independent. They're basically tailoring everything to each client's personality or passions, and people are eating it up.
Really? Well, it's not exactly our concern.
From what I've heard, they're building quite a reputation.
I see. Sometimes new firms draw a crowd just because they're new and different. Still, 6 months after they launched,
That client from the other day just confirmed they're coming back.
we landed a new account too. Thanks guys, you've all been killing it. Since we launched, we've been breaking our sales record month after month.
That's because you actually respect everyone's input, Keiichi. At Tokimeki, we get to channel our passion straight into the work. That's why people say our tours offer truly immersive experiences, and word's been spreading fast.
I'm having a blast every day.
Me too. Wait, what?
What's wrong?
It's about this weekend's elementary school field study tour. The third program just got canceled because the owner isn't feeling well.
Are you serious? This last minute? No need to panic. This is manageable. What if we extend the time at the previous location?
I was thinking. Never mind.
Really? If you've got an idea, don't hold back.
I think we should add a new stop instead.
I like it. Why were you hesitating?
Well, I figured you were prioritizing risk management.
Hey, you don't have to walk on eggshells around me. Okay, what if we don't reinvent the wheel and just level up one of the spots we already have? Let's run that by the school.
That sounds great. Okay, thank you.
After a lot of trial and error, the field study tour wrapped up without a hitch. And then,
We won the proposal competition.
Yes!
Way to go, Nagisa.
That was the tourism tour project hosted by the local government, right?
Yes, it's scheduled to run multiple times. But for the scale of it, the budget's tighter than we expected. Well, it's government funded. We have to make sure there's no favoritism.
There's always a way to make it work. If we want to avoid leaning too heavily toward any one company, let's start by deciding on the theme together. Then we'll narrow it down to the best option from there.
Got it.
Meanwhile, at Waku Waku, sales have been slipping lately. Our repeat rate's down too.
Ever since Keiichi and his team left, we've lost the diversity in our concepts. Tokimeki's been growing fast with a completely different direction from ours.
We have our own philosophy.
Maybe so. But Keiichi's team always did thorough groundwork, so losing that has hit us hard, especially when it comes to group flow and logistics.
Yeah, we've been stumbling more than before.
The Don Don project involves large groups too, so that worries me. We're barely keeping this thing moving.
I see. But we need to prioritize speed and handle a higher volume of projects.
Cutting corners on research is what's fueling the bad reviews. Large group repeat bookings are almost non-existent.
Then we'll rethink our approach. By the way, why exactly is the Don Don project struggling?
For the same reasons. They say our proposals feel repetitive, and that our prep work lacks depth. Don Don hasn't signed off. We should take a page out of Keiichi's playbook.
No, the strategy's right. People just need to get used to it. Let's refine how we pitch to clients.
Okay, I understand. Are we really gonna be okay?
6 months later, Nagisa and I joined one of the tours ourselves, partly to keep learning.
Quite the turnout, isn't it?
You're right. This is incredible.
It's even busier than the first one.
Word spread fast, and I heard the second round filled up almost instantly.
I'm really glad we pushed through. The paperwork was brutal, not gonna lie.
Hey, are you guys from Tokimeki? Yes, we are. Allow me to introduce myself.
You're the executive vice CEO of Don Don Corporation?
Why would an executive from a major food conglomerate want to speak with us? I would prefer to discuss this properly. Shall we move somewhere quieter? This happens to be my hometown. This tour has quite the reputation. Several old friends of mine spoke highly of it, so I came to see it for myself.
To observe, you mean?
Yes. This region's culture and specialties evolved across generations, and your program allowed guests to relive that progression firsthand. I've gotta say, it was beautifully structured. Yes, we put a lot of thought into that. Very impressive. Yes, so I'd really like to make you an offer. An offer?
Could it be?
We'd like Tokimeki to handle a portion of the Don Don project. What?
Keiichi, isn't that the exact project you pitched before? That's the campaign where you buy Don Don's products and get entered into a drawing, right?
That's right. Over several years, we'll roll out regional tours in multiple phases. It's priced low on purpose, and it's the main draw of the whole sweepstakes. If I remember right, the next one is Phase 2, correct? Yeah, though I do have some concerns. Tokimeki would come in starting from Phase 3 onward. What would you say? Would you be willing to take it on? Of course!
We'd love to.
Meanwhile, at Waku Waku, do you think the Don Don project is going to be okay? The Experience Corner setup hasn't moved forward at all.
Everyone's been hustling. But there are only so many spots that match both our company's direction and Don Don's requests. And they're all popular, so most are fully booked.
Keep pushing. Sales aren't exactly heading up. Maybe it's time we shake things up.
Shouldn't we have taken that competition more seriously?
Huh?
I'm talking about the government-sponsored tourism tour. You know, Tokimeki's been getting attention for their proposal, right?
Yeah. They can pull that off because they're still a scrappy startup. When government agencies are involved, coordination gets messy and the paperwork piles up. That kind of project isn't where we should be going all in.
But Keiichi is...
You bring him up a lot.
To be honest, I referenced his approach for the Don project. He sat in on the meetings until midway through. Every location he suggested in those meetings was solid, and Don seemed really pleased.
I see.
I think we should continue learning from his method.
It probably just happened to work out at that time. Keiichi may have been talented, I won't deny that. But right now, I am the one steering this company's growth.
Even so, aside from the accounts I secured, the rest of the setup hasn't gone smoothly, has it?
Then I'll step in too. I was the top salesperson in this department. I still know what I'm doing. Waku Waku pushed themselves to the brink. And... see, it worked out, didn't it?
It did end up being the spot you strongly pushed for. Still, that wasn't easy.
These things happen. The feedback's been pretty solid too.
If we keep going through this every single time, we're gonna burn out. What's gonna happen with Phase 3?
1 month later, the Dundon project began moving towards Phase 3. Last time, Waku Waku struggled quite a bit with setting up the experience corner. Starting with Phase 3, Tokimeki will take charge of that portion. We appreciate the opportunity. So, we're working alongside Tokimeki, huh? Let's get this meeting started. This time, the location is rich in nature. Which direction should we take? There's a food district right by one of the best scenic spots around here. We could position it around 2 core attractions, breathtaking scenery and buzzworthy restaurants. As for me, since this place is surrounded by so much natural beauty, I'd like to offer something restorative. An experience that lets guests soak in nostalgia and truly unwind. We can split the concepts up. So run yours however you like. But, considering the overall concept, I find Keiichi's direction more appealing. What? I think it feels a bit lacking in specifics. Specifics can come later. This is a luxury prize trip, so it should feel detached from everyday life. And I believe Keiichi's idea makes better use of the location itself. I understand. I hope you'll look forward to what we present next. As the meetings continued, both sides pressed forward with their respective responsibilities. Oh, are you proposing the canyon ropeway?
Yes. We'd like to maintain some connection with Tokimeki's direction, too.
Well, I understand that. But remember, our company's stance is modern and high-impact experiences.
Got it.
We got a problem. The drone company we contracted for aerial filming is in serious trouble.
Oh, what happened?
They were operating high-frequency drones without the required licenses.
What?
How does a professional firm mess that up?
Apparently, they handle various drone models and staff certifications, and during peak season, their management system got mixed up.
You've got to be kidding me.
They use that equipment on our projects too, and now we're getting complaint calls.
What? You're telling me they use it on ours too? Why didn't anyone verify this?
That was your policy, Shinsuke. You said auditing subcontractors was a waste of time.
But they appeared reliable, so I trusted them.
We'll remove it from the current plan for now. But it's already included in the Don project.
There's no way we can keep it in under these circumstances.
but the tour is right around the corner. We've already started promoting it.
There's no time to scout a brand new location. What are we gonna do?
Let's talk to Tokimeki. They might be able to help.
But...
Is this really the time to worry about pride?
All right. Go ahead. I can't believe it's gotten this serious.
Is there anything we can do?
The announcement only says, capture breathtaking views, so we might be able to pivot this.
Oh, I've got it. There's a historic photo studio nearby, so what if we partner with them?
I like it. From Waku Waku's side, does that work?
I think it's perfect. Thank you so much. It's not exactly Shinsuke's style, but we can't be picky right now. More importantly, it's a beautiful concept.
Honestly, it might be faster if we just take the lead on this.
I talked to Mr. Uechi, the executive, earlier, and he said we're good to handle it ourselves.
Then let us handle it.
Keiichi, everyone, thank you very much.
We rushed to coordinate everything, and the tour wrapped up as a huge success.
All right, let's begin the debrief. This round outperformed every previous one by a mile. That photo studio was especially impressive. Both adults and kids were fascinated by those vintage cameras. Everyone at Tokimeki, thank you very much for your cooperation.
You're welcome, sir. You really saved us.
After reviewing things internally, we've decided to entrust Phase 4 and beyond entirely to Tokimeki.
Excuse me? Why would you do that?
Lately, Waku Waku has felt unreliable.
But this was an unforeseen incident.
No, it wasn't.
What are you implying?
Shinsuke, you're talented. You transformed the company and earned your promotion to CEO. But you're not the only one who made that happen. Behind the results you achieved were the efforts of many other employees.
Other employees?
It's true. Formalizing the evaluation standards had a positive impact on the company. But if you alone dictate those standards, that defeats the purpose. You should have brought more voices into the process.
I wasn't wrong.
After that, Shinsuke launched a new project on his own, but...
Shinsuke, regarding the list of candidate partners you submitted, it included a company that was found to be in deliberate violation of local regulations.
Between the drone scandal and the latest issue, Waku Waku's credibility has taken 2 serious blows. Therefore, we will proceed with a vote to remove you as CEO.
I'm truly sorry.
We really believed you'd transform this company.
In the end, the board voted to dismiss Shinsuke as CEO. He attempted to strike out on his own.
But the rumors spread fast, and no one was willing to work with him.
It seems he's now in a completely different line of work. Meanwhile, at Tokimeki...
A contract from a major airline? That's incredible.
Things are about to get busy.
I really love you.
Nagisa, thanks. I was planning to tell you the same once work settled down. Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.